Live 2021 GSL Super Tournament.
A short little break indeed. Welcome back. We almost didn't make it back up to our little...
Thought it was supposed to be a 10-minute break.
Was that 10 minutes?
No.
Okay. Just checking. Welcome back. We're halfway through our games today. We've had an amazing best of 5 for Dark and Zoun. I think one where we saw, in a very impressive fashion, Zoun actually navigate a really difficult opponent, overcome, change his style, and ultimately come out on top. Again, every tournament, it's a new moment for a player to come out and prove himself, and we saw that here now. Mm-hmm. But this next match, I am the most excited about, and I don't know who I'm supposed to root for.
Okay, well,
SOS TY.
I mean,
I love these guys.
Yeah,
everybody loves these guys.
Yeah, it's TY's last tournament before the military. It's the last big pro tournament.
So you're saying you want SOS to win? Okay.
I want him to crush his dreams. I want TY to join the military and never come back tasteless.
I have always been a big fan of SOS. I love people that can be so inventive in an RTS game and really change the way that we all think about it. But he hasn't been doing well in the last couple of years.
No, he has not.
The
last couple of years have been the worst of his career, actually.
And it's always a sad thing when you have a player, and this happens all the time, but you have a player who becomes the best in the world. And we have to ask ourselves, okay, how long is this going to go on for? You get a player like Rogue, any tournament, he could easily win it.
Yeah,
it's
true.
a very reasonable statement. Anytime you see a Rogue in any bracket, you go, well, he might just take the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It used to be the case, too, for SOS. It's not anymore. Mm. And so I'm hoping that he can deliver. He still exhibits the really creative and exciting style that I think inspires a lot of people to watch StarCraft, to learn StarCraft, but I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see.
Yeah, well, TY, like his top form, I would say definitely would have an edge here. It's just we don't know exactly how much he's practicing StarCraft 2 right now. The thing is, TY, basically in his sleep with no practice, can probably make it into anything.
Yeah.
Because he's that level. Like, he's always top 2 to 3 Terran in the world, like basically no matter what. But the thing is, he dropped out of his job commentating here because military is so close for him, right? So JYP has taken back over. Is he practicing a lot? We don't know. We don't know what his form is going to look like. Yeah,
that's right. The last season was his last Code S.
Yep.
And then he did qualify for this, and this is not a long tournament, so we were saying in the last tournament this last time we'll see him, but actually this will be it.
Yeah. We weren't sure, actually, because you don't know generally your exact inscription date until pretty close.
Yeah, I think they give it to you just a week or two ahead of time. It's a kind of weird process. And so he'll be doing, after this tournament, doing his service, which I think they reduced the amount of time it was a few years ago. I think it's a year and 7 or 8 months. Is that correct?
Yeah, they've reduced it several times.
It used to be a little bit over it, too. Yeah.
But now it's closer to 18 months, I believe.
Okay.
For military, but like you get different lengths of time, I believe, for different positions that you get.
That's right. You don't have to be driving a tank or firing a gun necessarily to serve in the military out here. You can have an office
job. There's a lot of public
job.
service jobs.
A lot of people working in the train station.
People become police officers.
Can you? I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
actually.
No, that's one of the things you can do is serve in the police. And there's all sorts of other roles as well, like government positions that get filled up based on your qualifications and stuff.
Yeah.
For TY, he'll probably become the assistant general of the Korean military. If I'm correct, based on how smart he is.
He'll be in charge of the South Korea-North Korea border.
He will be microing the jets while multitasking with the tanks for a flank. He makes a jet stop in the air to try to make it do a liberation zone. They don't do that. It falls from the sky.
He tries to make his jet land like a Viking and crashes it. So, yeah, SOS TY next. And we're going to end on a high note here with, I think, one of the best Terran versus Terrans you could really ask for. Innovation versus special.
Yeah, that's going to be a really fun one as well. You can see he has 2 second places in GSL and a second place in Super Tournament.
SOS has won everything except a GSL for whatever reason.
Yeah, you want to IM Katowice, that big 100 grand one? Where only prize was first place for 100 grand.
Right.
And he won.
He only wins 6-figure tournaments.
Yeah. the $100,000 man. He's won a lot of money, but still doesn't have that domestic championship that so many people do want. So many second places in Korea, though. Right? He even got second place at I Am Pyeongchang, if I recall correctly, to Scarlet.
That's right.
Yeah.
A very short
anything
series
on Korean
there.
soil, man. Just can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't be done.
He's only playing second fiddle on Korean soil for whatever reason. But yeah, I think this is one, maybe TY takes this unless SOS can really deliver here. TY has looked extremely strong. We're going to go to Lightshade to start things off in this best of 5. I am excited to see what SOS is going to do. I expect some very solid play here from TY. TY kind of able to do everything and anything that a Terran can do.
Yeah.
Always been on the forefront of innovating the race and you know, really showing how we understand the game.
He's a badass killer. When he's in shape, we're going to see what he's looking like here tonight. This could be a little bit hard to judge as well because SOS has such a strange play style. But honestly, this is one of the matchups where I feel pretty confident in SOS.
Oh, really? Okay.
PVT? Yes. PVZ, I never feel confident even in his prime. I'm like, no.
PvP, PvT, SOS can do it. Guys, we're going to go to game 1, SOS versus TY.
Starts. Team NV, SOS. Africa Freaks, TY.
This is one of our tinier maps here. Let's see if there's any kind of exploits that SOS can have coming into this. I mean, really, the threat of SOS is he's a little bit different from Parting in that with Parting we kind of expect insanity. With SOS, we just don't know what to expect at all.
Well, they both tend on aggression. But like with Parting is micro-wise with base units the best in the world. Like Stalkers without blink, he's #1. That's it. There's no question. Don't at me. It's pointless. He's ridiculous like that. His execution, his micro, is actually quite a bit above SOS's. Look at this, 12 and 5 SOS against TY. That's crazy.
Wow, that's actually a much bigger difference than I thought we were going to have.
But with SOS, it's more of a strategic type thing, where it's like he's outthought you. Now he's going 1 base. It looks like it's probably going to be a Void Ray Rush. I'm excited about this.
This is a very low HP probe here. He's got to get this out right away.
Well, he got maximum damage there.
Can you also go Tempest here, or is Void Ray just better?
Void Ray is better, but you can go Tempest, yeah. We sometimes do see people do the Proxy Tempest Rush.
By the way, he actually hit the probe there. This is so crazy.
Well, he's keeping him so busy with this probe. I think that
now
there's something to that.
Well, I think he just doesn't want anybody checking where that Stargate is.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you see somebody really commit a lot of, you know, actions or APM over to an area like that, and you go, what is going on here? Like, it's really never better to have the probe killed off there. Now, I don't think he can kill this SCV in time. No way.
He's slowing it down so much. Well, it's the luck of the draw right there.
Yeah. The
Reactor
SCV,
Reaper.
where will it dance? Uh-oh, you know one problem the Reapers have, Artosis? They cannot kill Void Rays.
That's definitely true. The double Reaper is so interesting. I never see people react out Reapers. Well, there they are. 2 more racks on the way. I think the Void Ray Rush is going to win this game, Tasteless. Like, if you don't have any tech units...
I think we're close to the end, to be honest.
It's tough. Okay, second Void coming. And here we go. Let's see what TY's face looks like as this comes in.
You don't have to make those 2 Reapers, but when you do, you are discounting the fact that this can come in here. And, I mean, Marine's coming out 2 at a time. There's an Adept in here, comboed with, that's it. GG SOS takes game 1. Well, Old Sooster.
Old sister?
Seuss.
Oh, Sooster. Like, what? Is this some new joke where he's a sister?
No. Zeus.
Yeah, no, TY, he got caught doing a build that does not beat the Void Ray build, cannot hold it. He didn't really overly scout to see what was going on either, though.
Yeah.
He was playing pretty blind, which can be a problem. Which was a problem there, for sure. Blackburn,
It's
our
like
next
you got
map.
Blackburned back there. Well, SOS is going to be happy that he kind of build order won that game. I mean, the Zealot and the Adept did do a little bit of damage, but I think when you get 2 Reapers, you're just not going to win the game.
The 2 Reapers was super cute. Like, you can out micro Adepts and Zealots so hard with 2 Reapers, but
yeah, but then you
see it's Stargate, and it's like, well, I mean, this was already terrible.
we're going to go to
now it's worse.
We're going to go to game 2 now. Let's see how this goes.
Game start.
Well, well, well. No
Yes.
intros this time.
Yeah, probe coming right across. Is he just going to go harass with it? Is he going to hide something? We shall see momentarily here.
The first pylon was started, by the way.
It's a very quick scout.
Yeah. I guess there's also the possibility of the proxy. You kind of figure that out immediately by coming here. Woo. Barracks goes down. Woo, indeed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you want to maybe do like a weird gas deal? I don't feel like it. But
No. Like, if you're gonna steal gas in StarCraft 2, it's gonna be a double gas steal.
Yeah, or there's no
Single
viability.
gas steal doesn't do anything
I
because
guess
there's
they just
plenty of
expand.
builds where you only use 1 gas.
They're like, that's fine. I'll play normal. I'm always overclocking my brain a little bit whenever SOS is playing. I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do exactly?
Well, sometimes the trickiest thing you can do is to do a regular opening.
Yeah, that's true.
You
And I
just
guess
have like blinking observers when something comes at him.
yeah,
you
we
know?
have a lot of games where people scout all around the map to look for any hidden buildings. But another easy way to approach it is to just go to their main and see if anything's there. And if not, you just prepare for the worst.
Well, Tasteless. One
Well,
base.
well, well.
1 base for days.
I imagine this is going to be a Stargate.
Yeah, I
He
think
does
that,
seem to like to do this if the Terran spawns on the left side. This is one of the oldest tricks for Protoss, all the way back into Brood War, is the pylon so that you cannot make your add-on. It's basically never seen in Brood War anymore because it's not a thing, but we're having it right now. Now, of course, in a rush like this, timing is everything. And so the fact that you even have to pick that up for a little bit, first of all, the probe could run back inside, the Zealot could run inside. And again, you're not really addressing what you don't know is the elephant in the room, but what's actually going to be coming your way is that there's, and he's actually not going to attack or make the add-on. He's going to just kill the pylon.
yeah,
I thought he was
that's-
going to lift.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Like lifting there, then suddenly you lose your wall. It gets really wonky anywhere that you want to wall in.
It does seem like SOS likes to do this against TY when he spawns on the left side because the add-ons point to the right.
That definitely is a helpful part of it.
You can always gun down the stim.
Now it's a 1 base TY, so that's definitely something that you want to have going on, I would say, is TY, right? Like, he's getting to tech up a little bit quicker. A mine is coming out. He's getting his starport. You get a mine hit on that Void Ray, that's a lot of hull damage to open with.
I'm sorry, did the SCV actually scout the... oh, he's insane. All right,
Of course.
of course.
So Void Rays with a gold base.
Yeah, maybe Adepts or Charge Lots or something.
Yeah, in the past he has done builds with a quick gold base where it's like maybe Oracle into gold base where he just goes only charge lots. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Okay, the bunkers there, like, this is not too bad for defense so far. Cyclone is already on the way. We have a medevac on the way.
I think TY
Is a mine.
can manage this okay.
Yeah, and it's not as aggressive because we actually have a Nexus coming up, right? We could have a
Right.
bunch of shield batteries
But
right now.
Oh my God. This is high risk, high reward right here, man. When he sees there's nothing here, he's gonna know he's being dropped.
Well, he's going to
And
power down that bunker in a matter of seconds. Oh my God, yeah, he is just wrecking everything.
is, this
and
damage-
his shield battery starts at home because he knows something's up, like you said.
Yeah, and he just actually micros this so well. I think when the second Void Ray comes in here, he can actually kill this, right? Yeah. Oh my god, and now he's kiting.
Yeah, the Viking trying its best.
But
does unload in the Protoss main. Maybe a slight base trade could occur.
There's going to be a third Void Ray out here, we should note. And he can actually shimmy these. Oh my god, there's an Eva here. Such a just down and dirty game. Okay, so he's powered down the gates, we should note.
All right, lock on there. He pulls back, but with triple Void Ray, obviously he can kill this in a matter of seconds.
I think
I think it's it, man.
I think so.
Like he's mining from a gold base right now.
It's funny to watch the Zealot never quite get over here to kill this depot. He's going to drop here, but I mean, you could just transfer probes back. Oh my god, a Widow Mine here. How many minerals are banked up here? We almost have 400 for
SOS. TY has almost nothing.
Yeah, this is, I think, as long as you can make one pylon where the Terran's base is, I think you win. Well, actually, what he'd want to probably do is have a Nexus covered with 2 Void Rays and then send the other Void Rays out to kill stuff. Wow, just kills that immediately.
Yeah, zaps it before it can even get away. And he's going to actually kill the factory before the Cyclone pops out.
The last thing,
that's it right there. That's the victory.
What a game. SOS!
Up 2-0 very quickly here.
Damn. Down and dirty.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think that this really tells us exactly how much TY is practicing. If he's practicing all day, every day, like these are the types of builds where stuff can go wrong. It's hard to prepare for SOS in that way.
I am hoping TY can come back, but what if SOS proxies another Void Ray?
I think he should.
I think that's the only play. Romanticide for map number 3. God, SOS. I feel bad for TY. This might be the last time we ever see him play.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't think it's likely, though. I think he'll be back.
He's probably going to be back. Everybody calm down.
It's all he knows. He's been a pro gamer since he was 12.
Yeah.
So, like, unless he learned something else in the 11 years before he started, man. Come on.
Game 3's ready. Let's go.
Game start.
Well, here we go. That is a fast probe.
Yeah, that's can only mean one thing. SOS is hit his stride again, Artosis.
Yep. You know what would be the greatest thing ever is if SOS like wins the tournament with never making a natural, you know? Like
that
he
would
just
be
one
amazing.
bases everyone in every matchup.
That's the new era where they're like, yeah, players used to like expand and try to tech into high-tech stuff until SOS figured out you just one base cheese every game.
Yeah. That would be so sick.
And then when, you know, you try to train with people after the meta, you know, changed, people would try to expand against you, you just wouldn't even play with them. You're like, stop wasting my time, play a real game, stop cheesing. This isn't,
stop eco-cheesing
This isn't a city builder, you fool.
Double gas. He is standing on one base, Staceless.
There's something to playing a best of 5 and after you won the first 2 games with the same cheese, doing it the 3rd time, where it's like, well, you can't do that again, right? I mean, that's kind of a super bluff, but then the 3rd time it's like, okay.
I think he's doing a different cheese this time. Like, the probe is coming out on a different side. No, maybe he's just walking around in a different direction.
Oh! Get wrecked!
SOS is pissed. He just threw his head back. This changes everything. Does it? Yes. All right, he actually turned his probe around after that.
I think he's changing what his build is.
Yes, I think he might be.
Oracle's into a expand, I
like
think.
that location. Oh, you think Oracle? I almost feel like it's going to be Twilight.
Oh, yeah, that could be too.
Like, Cyclone's going to be sitting there when the DT walks up.
Yeah, I guess you don't see anything out here, but he did have an SCV comb the bottom left. Good call, Artosis. Twilight Council comes down here.
And just chrono boosting out an Adept to start here. TY's scouting for it. He doesn't believe SOS's intentions to be honorable.
He was right. So Twilight into, I'm guessing DT?
I think it will be DT. I would be surprised if he does something like one base blink or glaives or charge, like that type of stuff. Like you need You need power behind it. You need your opponent doing something more regular. Yeah, there's the DT. It looks like he's going to throw it out Nexus.
I think the SCV might spot this in the upper right.
Yeah, I think there's a decent chance.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so, I mean, maybe.
I think
50,
he's going to find it. Let's see.
Oh, the thing is, sometimes they set these waypoints and they just change them.
Yeah. Well, while it's happening, you kind of like update your brain with where you want to look.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is a one-base play here. So there's not a lot you can really punish here with DTs, we should note.
eBay is actually like over halfway done. And I would not be surprised if he blindly makes one turret.
Yeah, I think you just...
Because at this point, you're like just kind of hedging, right? Like, what could this be? Turret would only be bad against like mass unit, maybe some sort of weird immortal play. Even against that, maybe it's good against a Prism if it's in the right place. Yeah, Raven or Banshee?
Banshee. Obviously, a Raven would be the actual perfect answer to this.
Well, you can still make it once this DT gets there. Here comes that drop now. He has 2 DTs out on the map. Yeah, okay, so he only has 2 gates. This drop that comes in is going to be hard to hold.
Yeah, there's actually... Normally, Protoss always has enough to fight this, but this is actually, you know, a real threat here. I mean, 6 Marines with a medevac against almost nothing. Now, he's going to target down the battery first. The mine does go off.
All right, DT warps in at home and is going to help to force the lift off. Keeps his DT outside the main base there.
He's got 2 as well. Keep in mind the Terran is making a an orbital right now, but you don't have that many scans right now. And so if you can actually get a DT or force a scan somewhere and then send the second one in, that's huge. Oh my God, it got away. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rewind that replay right now. That must be a bug.
Yeah, SOS, I do not like this position for him. TY really hasn't taken damage.
Yeah, but let's see what SOS does have. He's got a second base here. He is going for DT Blink, by the way. That's...
well, you have to, right?
Yeah, just keep pouring more money into your already failed investment here. The thing about DT Blink, though, when we first saw this upgrade and we knew it was going to be a thing in the game, I think a lot of people envisioned DTs blinking, killing SCVs, blinking away, but a lot of times they've been used where DT comes in like groups and they blink on top of like Marines, for instance, and then they all hit and they all kill the Marines. Yeah,
Charge Blink DT is a real thing we saw from Nightmare, actually. He was kind of the originator of that in his first GSL season. He's only been in 2 or 3. Ooh. That's really painful to lose a couple of those. That's so expensive right now.
Yeah, burns through the recall too.
But yeah, like you can use them in several different ways, right? Like you can just like blink onto defenses like turrets. You can blink into SCVs or away from them. With the Raven out, it becomes so much harder to make something happen here. It seems like you're probably going to want to use it as a retreating blink or brute force with charge lots like Nightmare used to do.
I do like that SOS can always kind of play the situation out. This is why he's had so much success. It's why he's been a world champion more than once.
Yeah, the only person to do that.
But TY's pretty strong against stuff like this. Really the most solid players, they kind of have already seen literally everything that could happen and sort of know the little route you got to take to deal with that. That was a beautiful bait.
Yeah.
That was like...
I like it. And look at that, all the units go into the main base, so he comes over with charge lot, like 4 charge lots and 4 stalkers.
This is already 8 SCV kills, which is huge. And then there's more zealots up here.
Oh my God. But actually the Marines in a perfect location. You're screwing up the AI of those zealots so hard.
But 10 SCV kills now.
Yeah.
This is 42 to 34. The War Prism gets away, so the threats remain.
But the unit count goes down to like nothing here for SOS. Which is kind of an important thing to talk about. Like, he needs to make something happen. A couple Archons, so maybe we'll see some Archon harassment. Banshee speed on the way. constant Banshee production. Not what I expected to see, but exciting.
Yeah, I wonder what the plans are with this. If he's just making something that can fight because he knows that there's going to be more attacks coming in here. If there's some kind of special counter he wants to try to do.
The damage output is huge on Banshees. And if you can just, if they have speed, you can kind of just keep them alive.
And, you know, this is one of the exploits of the Archon is that it's almost entirely shield, so you can let it get whittled down and then regroup and attack somewhere else. But hold on, we have the Banshees headed to the north here, which is going to be less defense. Not that that's really the linchpin defending thing you need.
And the siege tanks really dominating those Zealots.
What am I watching here? I guess he just wants to pick up the Archons when he can at the last second. Kind of a funny harass. What's going on in the main, though, for Protoss? I'm getting worried about these Banshees coming in here.
Well, he has, like, almost no units over there. 3 Stalkers we see right there, 2 in the main.
Does he have an Observer, though?
Yeah, he has 2. I'm not sure where they're at.
I don't see him.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage. He's losing quite a few probes here.
Yeah, and with the Banshees having speed upgraded, they can basically pick their fights.
Over here to that third base. The Observer's clearly so far out of position right now.
Yeah, we still don't know where they are, but there's one that's come out of the Robo now, albeit late.
He has killed a ton with these speed Banshees and lost nothing. Very interesting play here from TY. 2 more even out now.
Is TY going to pull the trigger here? That's the question. Oh, no, he's going to take a third. I stand corrected here. I thought for a second he was going to attack out, but, you know, sometimes you can do enough damage, you take your SCVs, pull them, and then just go for it. But SOS is going to try to come in here again, and I don't think this is going to work. I mean, I love the wall here.
He's going into mech.
Oh, wow.
If he, like, I mean, this might turn into a very interesting game. It's a big army coming in for SOS. If he attacks in with that, I don't think it has any chance.
Ooh.
Oh, but you catch some Banshees.
What?
That's nice.
Okay, he gets one. That was the weirdest engagement ever.
Yeah. All right, Armory is going to be finishing up. Archon drop coming back in.
Now, there's no Vikings here, but with Banshees, you know, you can just get to wherever the Warp Prism is, and there's not a lot you can do.
All right, dropping off. He sees that it's mech, so that's really important right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that warping of Zealot's really not bad.
Yeah. And look, SCVs are being pulled. He knows that SOS wants to try to spring another attack in over here, and immediately he sees an SCV wall. He's not going to go for it. But that means he could maybe do another warping round. I'm not sure.
Yeah. This seems to be about done. The Vikings coming out, so you're going to want to see a recall here.
Oh. I was going to say he could disable it if the Archons dropped, but instead he just spams that out. I'm not sure about that.
He might have actually been trying to catch him as he drops on Archon or something.
Yeah,
or,
like preempt it.
Or maybe he just,
fire.
I think also it's possible he just did not want another warping of Zealots there. All right, 1-1 on the way for SOS. He's throwing down another Nexus. Generally, when you're playing against mech, you're going to want to throw down a lot of Nexuses. He has 3 Forges, which seems a bit overkill here. I don't think that the Plasma Shield upgrades are that important, and that's pretty expensive to get. But I do like Greed against mech. It's just like a smart way to do it.
Well, you know that the pacing of the game has changed. And, you know, it's going to be a quieter game for a little bit. And, of course, Terran has the Banshees with the speed. They're going to be harassing there. But, yeah, get the shield upgrade. Get everything, right? Get greedy.
Yeah, but is he going to be ready when TY pushes out? Because
oh my God.
SOS took so much damage this game that for instance, I don't think he'll have 2-2-2 when they fight for who's going to win.
Okay.
You know?
Takes out 2 Banshees. Yeah, I totally agree. But we'll see.
Okay, throwing down
this never got
Disruptor Tech here. Second Robo as well.
Complete.
Disruptor Tech could be good against mech here.
Yeah, Disruptors can do a fantastic job against mech. It definitely won't be Colossus. If he makes Colossus, that's gonna, no. It's not what you want. Okay, 1-1 done. 2-2 starting.
It's a pretty scary army, man.
And that's a lot of Hellbats in there to have this many charge lots.
It's a lot of very basic units here for Protoss. I think that, you know, with TY vaulting ahead in tech, I don't know.
Well,
what you want to do.
Disruptors are going to do pretty well against that, right? Like, Hellbats are maybe even worse than Ravagers against Disruptors.
They're basically the slowest unit.
Yeah, they're
Except
pretty
like a queen
slow.
off creep or something, but I mean, for anything that's just, this is its actual base speed, it's a very, very clunky unit. What was that was just killed?
Oh, I think it was like a Zealot or something, I'm not sure. Very, very Zealot heavy right now. Just kind of opening up all the paths. Mobility more important for the Protoss army right now.
The Protoss has to behave a little bit like a Zerg here, trying to counterattack and hit different areas, because if the Protoss actually tries to take a fight to the Terran, he'll lose. But Terran has to have enough defense and everything in place before the Terran attack can come out to prevent that. SOS knows that, so he's trying to open up all these areas, as Artos has said, and trying to find some kind of opportunity where maybe he can add in some extra damage and force Terran to turn around.
Double Prism is out. Disruptor's starting to come, getting Observer speed as well. He loaded up one of the Prisms with 4 Stalkers. I'm not really sure what the plan is with those.
Yeah, it seems like there's enough turrets on the far right that it cannot get anywhere. So I don't actually know.
Oh, maybe the Stalkers are to pick off the
God.
Viking that's in there, and he's just going to zoom in and do a giant warping round.
This is so funny. We've never really seen the double warp prism play, but I think there's some pretty good ideas here. It's funny because this is literally something Protosses do against Terran and Brood War when they mech. And that's the first
mech
thing I
has
thought.
a hard time getting back to the main base.
Yeah.
Look at this. He actually is trying to shove his way through a depot and a CC. Loses a lot of units, but not the end of the world. I mean, there's the armories.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, good tag.
Stalker's coming back here, but this is so many Banshees, and they're so fast.
Yeah, he is making a Phoenix to help out against this.
Maybe a little bit too late, though.
I want to see that double Prism play. All right, we actually... Oh, my God. We have a Fusion Core coming up, Tasteless.
Oh, wow.
And TY is the best BC versus Protoss player in the world. I'm excited.
We're going into a super long game here. It does seem like SOS is basically successfully drawing this game out, where he's not ahead, but he's not going to lose either. Keep in mind the Terran mech, you know, siege tanks are not mobile. They're slow even when they're not in siege mode. And so you try to play around all that by, you know, making the threat of counterattacks possible, where you can start to do damage to them before their push can actually get to you.
By the way, I was saying that I thought for sure that we'd have the battle that decided the game before 222. I was wrong. 222 is finishing now. So the Triple Forge is actually very much paid off for SOS, I would say. So great job by him. BC's on the way. Definitely that's something against which the +2 plasma shields, then +3 is going to be helpful.
Okay, I don't think there's that much to defend over here, though. There is a planetary, which is going to buy a lot of time. Can these disruptor shots connect with what's going to come up here to try to defend? Meanwhile, the double drop over here could actually get on top of these armories. That would be huge if he targets it.
Yeah.
If he targets it, my eyes! Ah!
Auto turrets coming down so quickly right there. And he will deal with this. Right, picking up 2 and the Archon to go elsewhere. Yamato on the way. We have Prism speed coming up now. I actually thought he had Prism speed already.
He's going to attack into that third base again. Not a lot of attention here, though, at the 2 new bases. We'd have Terran on 5 bases. Here we go, another big assault in here. He blinks on top. Beautiful targeting, wiping everything out.
Yeah, the BC's coming out, though, and Blue Flame on those Hellions. These Zealots going to be mincemeat.
What a crazy army this is here.
Yeah.
Hellions along with a, oh wow, hold on, Archon is going to end up killing this tank. Can he actually get another warp in here?
He's actually killing a lot of Banshees as well.
He should do another warping round.
Seems like, unless the Archon heroes this Viking. Yeah, going to end up losing that. The Archon actually ended up doing a lot right there. The Banshee's mostly gone, but I think he's fine with that. He's going into BC tech. A lot of BCs are going to be out. Now, dealing with BCs is tough because they have Jump and Yamato, right?
Yeah, and I mean, Protoss isn't that mobile. I mean, it's kind of weird when you have to deal with a recall here from the Terran, so to speak. Good catch.
Yeah, in a way. I'm interested to see how he will decide to try to end up dealing with it. I think what he's going to do is constant aggression everywhere and try to basically take the map while hitting TY in enough places that the BCs can't really go across the map and kill him. Now, unfortunately for him, he's going to lose this top right, it looks like.
This is a way that you can play the game where you start to take so many bases that they really can't keep up. And although the battlecruisers are doing a lot of damage, I don't see anything stopping SOS from just growing into the bottom left.
Yeah, totally. A couple Phoenixes coming up. Those will never even hurt the BCs. They almost kill the BCs.
Yeah, there's not much more of a mismatch than the Phoenix versus the BC.
Yeah.
They're just not good.
Dude, we have 9 BCs out right now. This is crazy. SOS does have a lot of the map. He has a big roaming army right now. Both sides on 80 workers. Maxed out.
Yeah, so much damage coming down here.
That was,
I mean, that was not
these
bad.
moves are good for SOS.
Honestly, you take these swipes and you run back out. You know, the BCs, it's kind of like what we see with Broodlords. They're not actually that fast. And so you don't always have to respect their presence. You can just go somewhere else and do damage.
You know, one thing I really like that I'm seeing from TY is he's trading out a lot of this supply. Like a lot of his Hellions, he just kept sending out there and let them die.
Yeah.
He's going more into mines now. He's getting drilling claws. Setting those up a bit more is going to make it a lot harder for SOS to just run in areas now, right? You have 5 mines somewhere, you can't really do that anymore.
He tried to blink in here. He almost made it work too. That's insane. Okay, so Yamato, can you like just blink?
No.
And get away from that? You can, okay.
Connects.
So Terran is having a growth issue here. They're very difficult to do damage to, but and if you've listened to a lot of our cast in the last year or two, you've heard us say this, but it is always worth mentioning when we get into this situation. They can't really get out of their quadrant of the map usually.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard against Protoss. And so SOS can kind of bank on that. And this, look, he just snipes this, runs away.
Yeah,
this is so weird. It's a Brood War PvT in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's Dragoons and Zealots running around. They're not that strong, but they are fast and easy to move.
And the BCs, like you can see, they are being cost efficient. Right, that's definitely something to consider, is the cost efficiency of these BCs. And it's very annoying trying to keep bases up, because you can just send in enough BCs that it works.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as the warping happens, just beams over here, and of course those stalkers do not stand any chance.
You know, that's a low-value target there. That base is not that important, and now these stalkers can just come in here and slam this base. And how much more damage can they do? I mean, I don't see many more of these tanks surviving this. There's 12 gates out now, the observer's showing us, so these can be replenished pretty quickly. Nice shot there, takes that out.
But I mean, the thing is, he'll still hold. TY is not dead yet.
No,
he doesn't
he's
have
not.
too big of a bank, but his BCs are like just not going to die for a while.
Oh my God. Okay, good pull away here when he realizes there's enough here to defend, but
yeah, even has the double.
Look, he's just going to snipe down these BCs.
That's beautiful.
Tries to
gotta snipe as many as you can.
I like what he was trying to do there. And because this is for kind of a funny reason turned into a Brood War PvT, the Protoss can grow like a Zerg. Terran's meching, they're hard to break, but they can't get that far out of their base without the counterattack threat here. And that's why these unit comps look so different. But what happens if Terran just keeps making battlecruisers? I do wonder. If you just max out with only battlecruisers, can you not just move through the entire map, float your buildings with them, and kill everything Protoss has?
Okay, that's an interesting take on it. And yeah, like in a way you can. Like Protoss will have to whittle that down. You can fight BCs in a somewhat heads-on fashion if you have lots of cannons, the mothership, and a bunch of Tempests with full upgrades. Like you can kind of make that work, but obviously that is not what we're going to see here.
Oh my God! Okay, he gets it in time. Can he get the other command center? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he gets both
Beautiful.
and then blinks out. Oh my God.
TY, what are you going to do, battlecruiser boy?
A lot of Hellions actually having been made here, running around, seeing what they can do for some countering.
What is the Protoss answer to battlecruisers? Like to kill them?
The macro, well, the answer that SOS is using, I think, is like it is possible to do it this way. but you have to. It's like very tempo and very swingy. But it's like actually lots of cannons and tempests.
Oh,
Because
okay.
if you just have capital ships, battle cruisers jump onto you and Yamato everything, right? But if you have a bunch of cannons as well, and you can teleport from Nexus to Nexus with recall on Mothership and Nexuses, then you can actually fight them.
So I love that Protoss expanded to the top right again. He's just making TY do all the work here.
Yeah.
Now again, anytime that we see SOS dive in and he doesn't get kills, it's a little bit of a problem here. You know, the thing is, you can trade out Stalkers all day.
Well, I guess you can miss some Yamatos. I think we just
You can
saw.
dodge
I
it,
think
yeah.
we just saw 2 miss.
It might be, it has to be in between the shot coming out or something. Like if they target you and you blink, and then it'll still just reset over there. I think that's what it is.
I think you're right.
But I'm not sure.
Could have sworn that wasn't possible.
We
but I
probably
guess
shouldn't
so.
be allowed to cast this game not being totally confident about that. You know, this is a very awkward moment. So Terrans reclaimed this upper right base, is trying to reclaim the other base that they had, but okay, these mines are going to be
Blinks
apparently
out,
not a big deal.
But he's got a couple more placed to the side there, so if you try to blink on the tanks, you're going to take a bunch of damage.
Observers coming up. Yeah, decides to
BCs, you
blink.
really need a lot of stalkers to kill those BCs off.
Yeah, when you have enough, it can work out very nicely. Now these Stalkers over here are going to force a recall back, but all the tanks are just one-shotted here.
Look at this. Actually doesn't even kill that one siege tank, so he is going
Yeah.
to lose a lot of stalkers here.
But I think he can replenish them easily.
Yeah, he still has a huge economy. 4.5k, 1.5k. That's a lot of stalkers. But the
And
BCs are being very efficient. I really want to see the the numbers on what's been killed, the efficiency.
The thing is, I actually think that there's enough resource locations for SOS that all he has to do is keep hitting the center right base. In fact, even if he doesn't kill this center right base off, there's no more bases that TY can easily take.
But eventually he'll mine out the ones he has and move everything forward, right?
Yeah, but I think then the Stalkers counterattack somewhere else. I think that this is a problem that Terran can't quite address, and it's why we don't just see battle cruisers every game in this matchup, is because, like, this is scary, but they're not. I mean, every base that's killed off, SOS sets up another one somewhere else. Now we're on top of production. Look at the supply difference here. It's 170 to 136.
Yeah.
And, like, now he can't make more battle cruisers.
But
And
the army is still better for TY.
yeah, but, I mean, give it time, right? I mean, all he needs is a little bit of time. He picks them off one by one. He loses more Stalkers, and it's not a favorable trade, and then he warps in another control group.
TY is... He's going through... He's killing a lot of stuff here.
Artosis.
And he's losing a lot of stuff.
Artosis, your boy TY is dead, all right? He is
Your boy
gone.
SOS is dead.
No, he's definitely not dead, Artosis. This is over, man. Look, the BCs are going to come through here, and that's scary. But if I'm not mistaken, I mean, just look at the minerals and gas that are banked up over here.
Yeah, we have more for SOS. It's true, but he's killing every mining base for SOS.
Here's some battle cruisers. Can he target these down? Kind of weird to see him actually just fly right over this. Actually, miss micros. He's trying to jump these away.
Look, his BCs clear that. What Nexuses are left?
Bottom center.
BCs are the most cost-efficient unit composition in the game, Tasteless. Look at this. See? He's not mining anymore.
Okay, he's going to take out these BCs. These are going to be warped in. He immediately pulls away. Huh.
What did you say about your boy SOS not being dead?
He needs a mine, and then he'll be fine. That's what I was saying.
Okay, what does he got? He's long-distance mining. He does have some Nexuses still floating around.
What a crazy game this is.
Oh, 2 Banshees being made. That's annoying.
Oh, that's a smart move because,
Yeah.
you know, the battle cruisers are sluggish.
Yeah.
And don't get there fast. And so, but again, I mean, it's so easy to just make Stalkers. It's so easy to just do.
Yeah.
If he can just get enough, he is mining from enough bases. He's going to be maxed out again shortly here. And all he needs to do is generate a threat of a counterattack, and the BCs sort of have to respect it. And let's keep in mind, BCs are and have been killed throughout this game. He doesn't have a lot, and he lost all those Stargates. The Banshees are remade. There's not a lot of BCs here.
his BCs can beat everything. He needs to force SOS back a little bit.
Jesus.
BCs are good, man. All right,
Okay.
comes down and kills a planetary. Good moves.
Okay, he's going to target down another one. Again, bases are still mining here. Good blink away.
Damn. He's getting better at it, too. Forces a cancel
If
there.
he kills this upper right base, Terran can't mine. I mean, Banshees are not... Okay, that's
But hold
a
on,
big catch.
Tasteless.
That's a big catch. So he just blinks away. Yeah. Protoss still is... Oh, my
no!
God! That's a huge find!
Yeah, that's a huge catch right there. Look
Oh,
at
my
that.
God. Literally all but
Four.
one.
4 end up dying. He did blink forward, so he's going to lose a lot of these, but he picks off a BC in the meantime.
There's something happened in the top right. We don't have a shot of it, but that last
Yeah, I think it's
base-
just stalkers on that base.
Okay, well, it's gone. There it is.
Yeah, down it goes.
I think that your boy TY is dead, Artosis.
Oh, tasteless.
The battlecruisers are a threat, but this is really a game about, battlecruisers not being able to get to where they need to be to end the game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He found this command.
Oh, what is SOS doing? Okay, that's actually pretty big. He's going to kill a few more stalkers for free.
Yeah.
TY is
Yeah,
going
there's-
to lose his infrastructure, so what you see is what you get. Banshee's coming up now, and this is the moment where he could actually kill off enough of this.
And he's going to destroy the economy of SOS. They might get to a point where they're, like, not even mining.
Ooh,
both
good
of
dodge
them.
again. Yeah.
We have just floating, burning buildings. Maybe it's the time for the strat that you wanted to see, Tasteless, where just all the buildings come with the BCs.
Yeah. I think
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Banshee's no longer able to cloak. These stalkers are going to be recalled in a second here.
You know what? If he can kill, like, the Nexuses and stuff,
Oh, what am I seeing here? Does he not have a
your
recall?
boy SOS is dead, Tasteless.
Careful, Artosis. Let's see here. It's 11 workers for Terran. The DTs.
Oh,
Well,
he has DTs again? He has no honor, Tasteless. There's nothing to scan with. Look at that. Got to run off the map. All right, it's time to kill all the Nexuses and float his stuff in the corner and get a draw. That's what it's time for. We deserve a draw.
This is such an insane game. There is an orbital down in the main. There are no longer bases that can be put in positions for Protoss where it's hard for Terran to deal with. Terran just needs one fell swoop up into this, the only place that Protoss is mining. Yeah, I think TY actually wins this.
Does that mean your boy SOS is dead,
I
Tasteless?
think my boy SOS is dead. Let's see, though. He's got a lot of...
the
he
blink
can
is going to be ready
blink.
again in like a second.
Yeah,
He's gonna,
it was actually a really bad move.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not the one.
Don't give SOS more time.
Oh, but I guess he'll get some of the Yamatos off.
I mean, the thing is, you're just trying to clear out anything
Dude,
you can get.
And look, SOS knows what TY is doing. He's making a Stargate because he has to have something that flies to hit the CCs that are floating off.
Okay, so he has an observer over there. He knows that Terran's not mining.
TY, I think, needs to do a dive onto all the mining bases. Damn. Blink is so good. That's like the best ability ever made in any RTS.
Oh, for sure.
Blink, it's crazy.
You mean that you can literally just move one unit from one spot to another in an RTS game? Yeah, that's
Instantaneously.
pretty good, Artosis.
Yeah, it's all right.
If he could make some flying units to maybe get that building to where it's burning. Oh my God, he has to recall. There it is.
There it is. Now
And-
jump to where they're recalling.
So that burns down.
That's okay.
There's no more buildings, but
Oh, he made a void. He's making 2 voids. He's gonna. Oh, he's gonna like really dive. What's that?
this is
doing?
such an insane
That
game.
BC. One BC jumped to the side. I guess it's gonna scout bases, but it might actually intercept void rays. But
I
the
think he
void rays can
knows-
kill it.
Well, you got to know that in a moment like this, I mean, you really actually could lose the game to the lose game conditions, right?
Yes.
You could just lose the last building and be like, "Yep, you're not allowed to play anymore. You don't have a base." Now he sees that one down there too. So there's 2 outs here.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, if
He needs to save his jump.
yeah, basically,
I think that's the most important thing is saving your jump here. All right, here come the BCs.
It's 9 BCs. Keep in mind, if even one is killed, it's going to be a big deal.
He's going to kill this base. Okay, this has got to jump out of there. Oh, he jumps on top of the voids!
But the voids are faster!
The voids are faster. You're right about that.
Oh,
but
man.
Yamato's faster than Void Rays!
I guess he's going to just get whatever damage he can get off over there. Oh! Again, 8 BCs. We've got one picked off here.
Where is it? Oh, the Void Ray. He's taking a sharp turn to the bottom right.
Oh, he's going to go to the bottom right. That's a brilliant move.
His jumps are gone.
More Void Rays are coming. The Observer, this is just, oh, this is why StarCraft's so good.
He used Yamato to probe.
The probes are still mining, man. Gas is becoming an issue here for Protoss, by the way. They don't have a lot of gas banked up.
Yeah, you can make, like, a Void.
Oof. Okay.
We need some repair for TY. Let's get 204 gas. That's a lot of repair.
We need to see... now, any damage he gets on here is a big deal, because if this isn't repaired, there's not a lot you can do. He needs to hide a Nexus somewhere else. Okay, so he's going to repair up some of these BCs. That's huge.
Yeah, it really
Every
is.
BC is precious. There's 7 BCs over the expansion. There's one that's basically harassing what was a base.
Now, remember, he can't actually make any SCVs unless he loses a bunch of BCs.
Yeah, he doesn't have the supply. That's a very good point.
There's no way. There's no depots in the game, so he can't do supply drops or anything.
But these BCs getting repaired up could be game-winning.
TY just...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's losing one of his buildings. Or not.
Yep, dodged.
Oof. I think you got to stagger your...
This is such a chess game of an end game here. He's taken the bottom
hidden
center.
Nexus.
Now, the hidden Nexus is going to allow my boy SOS to come back into this.
Ooh.
There's only 2 buildings. Again, a half-health command center. It might seem silly to say, but let's just point out, Terran buildings can burn down. You don't need that much more damage there on that
is
before
true.
it can float to the corner, and it doesn't matter. It'll just
Yeah, the
sink.
voids will get them red relatively quickly.
Right. There's plenty.
He has to save jumps to save the command centers. That's the most important thing, I think.
That's the issue at hand here, and why Terran's not just attacking out. Is all that SOS has to do is kill the buildings. He never has to kill these battle cruisers.
That's true.
Okay, even just seeing where the void is huge.
Yeah, that is big.
Scouting mules. No. Oh, he's just going to go for this? Oh, my God. He's just going to dive in. He thinks he has enough. Targeting these down. He's going to take out these battle cruisers. This game is over.
Oh, my God. But hold on. He bounces in with 2 more.
Wait, what am I saying?
Yamato.
Oh, it's getting so low. Still 3 BCs.
His BCs were just attacking the Zealots. You stupid BCs.
Why is he not killing these ones that are weak? Oh,
my God.
That's
the reddest BCs I've ever seen. He's going to land that, drop mules for the repair on these 2. If SOS does not go kill those and they get healed up.
Oh
my God,
my
Tasteless.
God.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
He's going to repair it up.
This is crazy.
He has the minerals and the gas to do it.
Well, he's going to be out of gas here momentarily, and then he can't repair anymore.
SOS. Okay, the Zealot's going to come in here again.
Oh, the Zealot's going to wreck
Not a lot to repair
here. He can make
here.
SCVs, though, now.
That's true.
He can try to 5 shield batteries. Oh, tasteless.
He forces a lift.
No more gas, no more gas.
This also has to lift here with the...
This is it. I think your boy SOS has done it, Tasteless.
He's going to... I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing Void Rays charged up on battlecruisers. I'm like, oh, those are pretty good.
Yes. Yes.
And again, I think all that honestly SOS has to do from here is just make some more Void Rays. Oh, this is actually really bad.
Yeah, TY is like trying to wiggle his way into doing something here, but that is going to be it, Tasteless.
TY giving us a game I promise you we will never forget. Oh! And it gets taken out. And SOS actually breathing a sigh of relief. He knows it's over. One of the most complex StarCraft 2 games ever played right here, right now. SOS 3-0's TY. Unreal. Just unreal.
Yeah, and that was probably TY's last pro match before his military service, so it might be a while. But he gave us a wonderful last game there. truly the king of BCs against Protoss, but you know, that's exactly the type of situation that SOS excels in these base trades.
Right.
He's so brilliant at them.
I just can't believe how crazy that game was. How long was that, actually? I never even looked at the clock.
It was
That
like
entire
40
time.
minutes.
That was just insane.
38 minutes.
38-minute
minutes.
game. Wow. Let's go to that interview.
Wow, what a mind-blowing match that was. That last game was just crazy. But SOS of Team MV defeats TY and he moves on to the next round. Congratulations. Thank you. Wow, phenomenal match. SOS. So you gave the killing blow to TY before his military service. So how do you feel today?
태양이가 마지막이라고 생각해서 제가 좀 지면 안 될 것 같았는데.
You know, I had the mindset to not lose to TY because he's going to the army. You know, there was some pressure going up against him, but I tried to play comfortably, and I think that's why I was able to win. Wow, that game 3 in Romanticide was just unreal, to be honest. TY was holding on until the very end. And you know, the relationship between the BCs and the Stalker was so phenomenal to watch. You know, it was hard for me to move on to the high tier technology. So you know, I actually thought I lost the game. But then the way TY maneuvered his battlecruisers actually really made it easier for me to cope with it. You know, in the last game, your void rays got cut out, and it felt like you were actually going to lose, but you managed to flip the win. Oh, that's right. My intention was to get rid of the void rays and destroy his command center, but then they got caught out, so I thought it would be hard to win. And then in the mid game, I realized that the battlecruisers were out of HP. So then that's when I knew that I would be able to win. That's right. TY was on the defense with his battlecruisers, but in the end he goes down. So SOS, you gave a big present to him before his military service. So anything you want to say to TY before he goes? TY, you know, you played well till now. I will follow you very soon. But SOS, you still have a lot of matches to play. You'll be playing against Dream or Armani in the round of 8. Which player do you prefer more? Well, the two players both played better than me last season. So, you know, whoever comes up, I don't really care. But it's been a long time since I last played against a Zerg, so I don't want to play against a Zerg this time. A PvZ match. Will your wish be granted? We don't know. But before you go, anything you want to say, SOS? In the round of 8, I'm going to try to show a better performance. Thank you. Once again, congratulations.
A better performance than 3-0ing TY. Yeah, good luck with that one.
That would be called winning the Super Tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do it. He looked pretty good. Guys, the final best of 5 is just around the corner. Innovation versus Special is coming up next.